Hey there, Age of Empires mobile fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of civilizations in Age of Empires Mobile, with 8 unique civilizations to choose from, like the resourceful Chinese, the steadfast British, and the cunning French. You've got a ton of options to explore. Each civilization comes with its own special bonuses that can really change how you play. Whether you're looking for extra archer defense when the enemy is on your tail or a boost in villager production, these bonuses can make all the difference in your strategy. But let's face it, choosing the right civilization can be a bit overwhelming, especially when you're trying to build the ultimate empire. Don't worry though, we've got your back. In this video, we're going to break down each civilization and help you figure out which ones are the top tier picks for your gameplay. We'll also chat about when you might want to switch things up using your empire coins. So grab your troops and get ready for some fun as we navigate the best of the best in Age of Empires Mobile. Let's get started. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking civilizations in Age of Empires Mobile. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
My friends, only 0.1% of viewers subscribe. If you like this type of content, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance for your support.
The heroes in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, British and Egypt. Now, let's dive into the C tier civilizations, where we find some intriguing strategies that can really spice up your gameplay. First up, we have the British. If you enjoy a more defensive playstyle, then these folks might just be your cup of tea. With a 5% defense boost for your archers and a solid 10% citadel defense bonus, the British excel in hoarding food through their mills. This resource management means you can stockpile food and trade it for other vital resources. However, keep in mind that they can be a bit sluggish to get rolling at the start. So, if you find yourself under siege by a massive army, it might be the perfect time to switch to the British for that extra citadel protection. Next on the list is Egypt, the masters of resource efficiency. These guys are all about minimizing losses while maximizing gains. With a 5% defense boost for your pikemen and a nifty 5% increase in troop load, they're designed to help you gather resources more effectively. Additionally, their gathering unit loss prevention of 5% means you'll retain more of your troops even when the heat is on. But here's the catch, Egypt tends to be a bit slow out of the gate. In those early stages, units heal quickly and your carry capacity is somewhat limited, making it a challenge to fully unleash their potential right away. While the British focus on defense, the Egyptians shine in sustainable gathering strategies. You really have to adapt your playstyle depending on which civilization you choose. So, if you fancy a slower, more methodical approach to building your empire, Egypt might just be your ideal pick. Just be patient in the early game. Good things come to those who wait. To wrap things up, whether you're hoarding food with the British or minimizing losses with the Egyptians, both civilizations bring unique twists to your Age of Empires mobile experience. Remember, it's all about playing to your strengths and finding the right moment to strike. So, what did you think? Will you be trying out the British for some defensive play, or are you leaning toward the Egyptian strategy for gathering supremacy? Let me know in the comments below. The heroes in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, French and Byzantine. Alright, let's dive into the B tier civilizations in Age of Empires Mobile. Now, don't let the B fool you. These civilizations have their own unique strengths that can really shine, especially as you progress in the game. First up, we've got the French. They're all about resource management, with bonuses that kick in later on. You'll notice a 5% boost in your resources exchange rate, which is super helpful when you start trading more in the marketplace. At the beginning though, you might not use the marketplace much, so keep that in mind. And let's not forget their 10% defense for gathering troops. That's a nice little safety net for when you're collecting those valuable resources later in the game. So, while they might seem a bit underwhelming at first, the French can really help you build a strong economy when you get to the mid to late game. Next, let's talk about the Byzantines. These guys bring a bit of flair to siege warfare with a 5% boost to swordsman defense and an additional French siege damage for all unit types. While siege warfare might not be your top priority in the early days of your campaign, it's good to know that the Byzantines have your back when those catapults and siege towers come into play. Plus, they give you a nice little boost to stone gathering from exploration, which can help you fortify your defenses faster. Just remember, that stone buff might feel like a small win at the start, but it can pave the way for some serious building later on. In the grand scheme of things, Both the French and the Byzantines might take a bit of patience to truly unlock their potential, but that's what makes Age of Empires so rewarding. It's all about strategy and timing, folks, so if you're willing to play the long game, these civilizations can definitely give you an edge when it matters most. So, whether you prefer the French's economic perks or the Byzantine stronghold on siege warfare, there's a place for these B-tier civilizations in your strategy. Embrace their strengths, keep your eyes on the prize, and watch as you rise to the top of the leaderboard. Who knows, you might just become the ultimate strategist with the right balance of patience and cunning. The heroes in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Japanese and Roman. Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of civilizations in Age of Empires, Mobiili. Today, we're focusing on two intriguing options, the Japanese and the Romans. These civilizations bring unique perks to the table that can really shape your strategy, especially in those critical early game moments. Starting with the Japanese civilization, we see a solid choice for newcomers. They get a nifty plus 5% defense for swordsmen, which can make a world of difference when you're outnumbered or facing tougher foes. But the real cherry on top is that +1% attack against world tribes. This boost is golden for ramping up your exploration rank and helps keep your idle armies busy while you gather resources. Just remember, as you progress further into the game, those boosts might not feel as impactful, so be ready to adapt your strategy. Now, let's turn our attention to the Romans. While they might not scream powerhouse, they certainly hold their own in the early game. With +5% defense for pikemen, they can stand strong against enemy troops. Plus, their +5% healing speed means your troops will bounce back quicker after skirmishes, which is always a win. And hey, let's not overlook that +30 resource production for buildings. It's a sweet perk that helps get your economy off the ground. If you're just starting out, these advantages can set you on a path to success. So, whether you're swinging swords with the Japanese or forming a solid defense with the Romans, both civilizations offer unique benefits that cater to different playstyles. As you strategize your way through the game, keep these advantages in mind. They could be the difference between conquering the map or being overrun by your foes. Happy gaming. The heroes in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Chinese and Korean. Alright, let's dive right into the heart of Age of Empires Mobile. If you're looking for civilizations that pack a serious punch right from the start, let's talk about the Chinese and Korean civilizations. These two are absolute game changers in your quest for dominance. Starting with the Chinese, this civilization boasts an impressive 5% bonus to archers' defense, which is a fantastic advantage when you find yourself under siege. But what really sets the Chinese apart is their extra villager capacity of +8. Imagine it, more villagers means faster resource collection. This is crucial for early game progression. You can get your economy rolling quickly, allowing you to pump out buildings and units like there's no tomorrow. Plus, with the 10% durability boost to your walls, you'll be feeling pretty secure when you reach that level 10 town. Those walls can withstand quite a few attacks, especially when you open up your lands to other players looking to invade. Now, let's shift gears to the Koreans. If you're into a more aggressive playstyle, the Koreans are your go-to choice. They also get a 5% bonus to cavalry defense, making your cavalry troops a nightmare for anyone trying to fend you off. But what's really exciting about the Koreans is their attack looting limit, which is bumped up by a whopping 5,000. That's right, you'll be ransacking your opponents and bringing home the loot like a boss. Combine that with a 10% resource storage protection rate, and you've got a perfect recipe for success. You won't have to worry as much about losing your hard-earned resources to sneaky rivals trying to pilfer your treasures. In a nutshell, whether you're building a formidable economy with the Chinese or raiding your way to glory with the Koreans, both civilizations offer unique strengths that cater to different playstyles. The Chinese give you a solid foundation for a thriving empire, while the Koreans fuel your lust for adventure and conquest. So, which civilization are you leaning towards? Are you more of a builder or a marauder? Let me know in the comments below. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.